G'day, lads. Welcome back to the One Eyed Pod. What a fucking shit show. Go on, Will. Tell us about it.
Actually, just quickly, how about we go together around next year? It'll
I was
be
actually
elite, wouldn't
thinking
it?
about it. Would be fucking elite to go. We should
It
go
would.
next year. I'll
Going
try
to
to block off my
Norwood.
calendar.
And just very quickly off the pod, I'm such a dumbass because, like, I was considering Grundy so heavily. We all know, I think Lockie Neal smashed out some ridiculous score 2 years ago at Norwood. And I was considering Heaney, but not really, not in depth. But everyone just smokes. Every mid smokes it at Norwood. Every mid. So we should have probably got just a player in for that. Whoever's playing at Norwood, just get them in next year, I reckon. Just
100%. Do they ever go back to Norwood, or is it just gather round?
Nah, it's just gather round. So it's just like something to remember. Because I remember Jack Steele went nuts. I'm pretty sure at Norwood as well. So it's just like
Yeah.
I'm surprised Rao
You're
didn't do
screaming
well.
in my ear about it, I remember.
Well, Noah Anderson, the biggest trap of 2026, he played at Norwood and did absolutely dog shit, didn't he? Is he the biggest trap of 2026?
Yeah, well, but Noah Anderson now, if he's getting his appendix removed, he was running with poison in him. He's probably getting poisoned.
Well, it definitely wasn't leather poisoning.
That's probably
for
what it
sure.
is.
It's fucking not.
Definitely
When
wasn't
has he last got leather poisoning?
Well,
It's true, isn't it?
when you have an appendix, like that's going to explode,
Yeah.
it's like extremely painful apparently. And you can't really do it. It feels like you've just got like the worst stomach cramps constantly, and you actually
Does
get
that
poison
explain
from the
his?
inside out.
Because I just can't believe the amount of non-commitment to get the ball is just absolutely crazy. Calm down, buddy.
He didn't want to bar it.
Noah Anderson. I mean, I know we talked about it before, but I mean, is this the reason why he wasn't running and fucking trying his hardest like he do? I swear last year he would run for everything. He would get 120s on his head, you know. Now
Has to be, because in the first 2 rounds, he got 120s without even trying.
Yeah. And is it because track has been out that he's just playing maybe? I don't know. I actually don't. I don't give a fuck about him. I do not give a. I will never touch him again. This could have been Max Holmes. This could have been Callahan. You know, you would have rode the bad scores of Callahan. Like every player has been better than Noah Anderson, and I am never touching him again.
Mate, what's his price? I think his price is down to just like $540 now.
$540. So we would have started him at what, $620, I think. I've yeeted him.
Yeah.
I've yeeted him out of my team completely. But it hasn't been the greatest
We've
start.
lost 76,000 on him. We've lost.
He's never again. I don't even give a fuck. Seriously, he's like that umpire Nick Foote, which we can just touch on quickly. I know you of all people don't hold back on this podcast. So do you have a comment about Nick Foote that, you know, I've just seen a lot of, like, the AFL's just backing off him completely and saying he's a good person and he shouldn't be, you know, judged by, you know, accusing Butters of calling him a cheat. But he's pissed me off a little bit. I think he's got away with murder.
I heard that Port Adelaide are appealing for $10,000. Have you seen that today?
I thought
Port Adelaide said is the easiest $10,000 that they'll ever spend.
Well, like, you got to think about it. Butters has been fined $50,000 already during his career, and he is kicking up an absolute stink. And apparently it's because Wines couldn't fully recall the events. Who recalls like full events at the heat of the moment anyway? Like, he just couldn't say the exact wording. And these AFL it's the AFL muting their audios when it's necessary. It's actually a joke. I just can't.
It's actually wild that it's like. Did you see the one with the waveform going like this, and then just where he says it, it just goes.
Is that what it does?
And then straight back up.
It's fucking
what the fuck? Yeah.
Like, I mean, you hear a lot of idiots when they go to that ARC review, like they haven't got much brain cells going on anyway. Is it a behind or is it a goal? It's like, mate, what about the poster ones? Like, there's nowhere near close to a poster, and they're reviewing it, and even Jonathan Brown or Dermot Broden's gone, come on, boys, what are you doing here? Everyone would know it's a goal. So now I thought it was comical, though. He running up to Butters. I thought it was at Wines, because Wines was getting lippy the whole game if you didn't watch that game. Wines was abusing the fuck out of him. And so I thought it was Wines that got reported. And then it was Butters that got done. It was hilarious.
Have you seen the thing on I was just trying to find it then on Twitter or X, where another thing where someone like enhances what Butters says, and you can clearly hear him say like 2 words before it cuts out, and it was like the opposite of what the umpire said. Like, it couldn't be used in the sentence in which the umpire said that he said it, but it was used in the sentence in what Butters said he said it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I'll try to find it.
And this may not show well on my character as a person, but when I play footy, I've asked the question, how much they paying you? That's not a bad accusation. It's because he's affiliated with a bookie, and if you haven't heard him speak before, but I mean, he's always just talking over people, so he's obviously got his feelings hurt, and then gone to the AFL and said, please, you know how much umpires you got? Fuck all. Please, just save me. You need the numbers. Oh, God. It's an absolute mess.
It is. It goes, someone broke it down, and you can clearly hear Butters say, you pay. And Butters said that he said, why are you paying that? Is what Butters said he said. Why are you paying that? And you can hear him say, you pay. What the umpire said that he said was, how much are they paying you?
Right.
Which you can't use the word you pay in how much are they paying you.
And I heard, so I thought he said the latter of how much, but that's what the umpire is saying that he's done.
That's what the umpire is saying that he said, that how much are they paying?
It's not even that bad what he's saying.
Is saying. He said, why? Yeah, but they're saying, once you take an umpire's integrity into disrepute or something like that.
Us in the Medallion Club and your Collingwood great seats, we're just yelling out to him, how much are they paying you? It's not like the umpires shouldn't. They're just soft as butter, and the AFL have got no backbone. I was talking to a mate. They may as well get Mitch Brown in, the woke enthusiast, because this is what it's getting to. It's getting to just bloody
Mitch Brown. They'll get him as the head of the Umpires Association.
Oh, God. Seriously, that's what they should do, because they're doing nothing anyway. We may as well get on some SuperCoach chat. Did you want me to quickly share my screen? My week's pretty easy anyway. And I think I had the
Before we jump in.
Yep.
Before we jump in, can you, we'll take a cut here. Big cut.
Shit.
All right, get your shit up. Back. Also, apologies for the no podcast the other last week. I have just been so busy that we just haven't had time, honestly.
Yeah, I've been busy with work, but it's just because I'll explain now. Well, basically, I think I had a 30K loss in rank, and now I've come back all positive. So I think the week off did me actually. I think maybe I'll podcast fortnightly if this if I get to 1K rank, I'll probably do it fortnightly.
You're actually looking pretty good now. Like,
yeah,
you're not. It doesn't look as grim as my screen.
So at this week I scored 2,243, rose 22K ranks, Yeah, so I think I had a reasonable week. Except for that dickhead Anderson dishing up what he dished up. I think the big one, which we missed on the pod, was like, do I go Bont or not? And I was just,
Hmm.
because I was so far behind, I was like, I may as well just play the field. So I got Rochelle in 2 weeks ago, and I got Kirch in, because Kirch is my boy. And I got Gorn in for that 170 something score. So it actually worked
Hmm.
out okay until I was watching that Sunday game, and I had to turn it off and had to wish Bont to cool down. And I didn't wish him an injury or anything like that, but I had the head injury as well, so it was a disaster. I'm glad I took the week off, but yeah, I think the team's in a solid space. I got Farrell in for Selwood, which is so annoying because I've got this little prick number 42, Jack Watkins or whatever his number is, 37 actually.
Isn't
I
he
was
the
looking.
worst player in the world?
Bro, I was looking because we always talk about this on the pod, but there's so many players that look the same. So Corey Durden was getting near the ball and we're going, Watkins, yeah, yeah. And then I'm going, hang on, that's not Watkins. And then I'm looking and it's 5 minutes to go in the first and the bloke still hasn't gone on the ground. My question to you, Josh Carr, why are you playing him? Stop playing him.
What is and you know when he comes on, you know the worst part is, okay, if he at least did something, got some disposals when he got on, maybe he finishes with like a 50, but he gets on and every disposal's a turnover and a clanger.
He's trying too
Like,
hard.
what is he
Yeah.
doing?
I
What is
mean,
he
he was a
doing?
solid. Like, well, you can talk about it later, but I wasn't opposed for people bringing him in. Right? He was solid, but I did say in the first round, or I did remember us messaging each other saying how shit Watkins is when he got that 74. So I guess I was
Mhm.
right in the first instance, but I'm hoping he gets dropped and I can just leave him there. I'm just hoping he gets dropped and I don't have to touch him because there's not many options this week.
I actually fucking hate that mutt. I can't believe I boosted him in the stupid Watkins.
I boosted him in as well,
Anyway.
so we're in the same, but at least I've made 80k.
Yeah.
um,
Jesus
and
Christ.
my boy Rochelle, I just want to quickly, he's probably my stallion. Like, he's an incredible player. I know you're tempted to, my internet stopped working, of course. He scored a 127. I'm pretty sure he scored 94 the previous week. His CBAs are up by like 50% or something like that. But
Hmm.
50%, 40%, but they're affected by Rankin. So I don't know if I'd recommend getting him in, but I'm not opposed if you do. I just think that there may be better options around that price now. Like 400k, you'd take it, but
Like
and
what?
it did. And he's around 490, 480. I think Rochelle is a good
The
pick.
difference between 450 and 490 is massive.
Yeah, that is. Oh, well, my to you is, I mean, I don't know if you caught the Adelaide, who'd they verse? Adelaide Carlton game, but Rankin looked good. It's 420 odd, isn't he?
Yeah, the only thing that I was concerned about with Rankin is that, and I've got it just here, he only had 27% CBAs.
Yeah, but I
And
think
then,
he'll increase.
yeah,
That they've said it they said it in a pre-game that he's struggled with his mental health, and he did come off a hammy in pre-season. But I think the Rochelle and Rankin, they will always swap. But I think when Rankin went in there, he looked good, and I think it would increase. But at least you can look at Rochelle's scores and know that there is the scoring is pretty consistent, and it was last year before or 2 years ago when he did his ACL. So you could go Rochelle or Rankin. I don't. Maybe they're the most cost-effective sort of forward options.
yeah. The only reason I'm thinking of going for, and this is going to be for anyone for going for the Rochelle pick, and we have to take it into consideration. Obviously, that Rankin wasn't there in these games, but he had the 90. Where is it? He had the 90, and then which is sorry 95, no 90, and then went to 80, and then had a 50. The only reason he had the 50 is because he had a heap of clangers in that game.
That's what we
I
spoke
think his
about. Yeah.
disposal efficiency was down a heap in that game. So we just call it maybe a blip. And then the next week goes 127, and then the next week 94, and then the next week 127 again. So it's kind of like the only reason he went down, like in that game as well, it wasn't like he had any less of the footy. He still had two. He still kicked 2
Do you,
goals,
s-
15 disposals, and he did that. Okay.
I think he's top six. Do you think he's top six? Because there is a bit of a divide. I think. I still think people are thinking that he's a fake, but what I think is he's similar to Matt Kennedy playing in a midfield sort of role, doing forward, but he might get missed because all tracks coming back. Tukes are forward. I feel like at 450k could be a top six material pick.
I just don't know who the top 6 is going to be. Like, okay, you got Sheasel.
Tuke,
Let's just say Tuke Miller starts kicking on. That's 2.
Track,
And then Petrarca, that's 3.
Bailey.
And then we're going to put Cozzy Pickett in there.
Yeah.
So let's just say he's not in there so far. So Track, Tuke, Sheasel. So that's 3. And then we put in, there's Flanders, there's JHF. I don't think Flanders has it this year. I don't think he's going to be that player we thought he was going to be.
He was at my F1 this year. He was my F1. Can't believe it. He is
I think
bloody shit.
Zach Bailey on a Bailey
he's
on
the
a
answer.
contract year could be good this year. So that's 4. Chad Warner just hasn't shown anything this year. I don't think he's scored over 100 yet. And that's with everyone out of the team. So what's he doing?
Juzzy? McInerney?
Juzzy who?
McInerney?
Justin McInerney?
Yep.
Yeah, Justin McInerney could be there. What's he done this year? 142, 90, 77, 105, 97.
He's just
Or
consistent.
78k. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it
it's
depends.
only
Like if Rochelle holds this role, like and Rankin's still in the conversation. Rochelle, I think it's all about that last pick. There's Cozzy Pickett, who we didn't even put into that. So if you just for sure thing put in Sheasel, Tuke, Petrarca, who else did we say? And McInerney, was it?
No, well, leave Cozzy in there.
Bailey and
Yeah.
yeah. Okay,
I mean,
that's 5, and then you got the last one.
yeah.
And is it Rochelle, Rankin, JHF, or someone else?
I think
Chad
Rochelle is
Warner.
fun. I guess the other thing as well is Rochelle's got the same buy as Petrarca as well. So I think, do you intend to bring Petrarca in? I guess I'm trying to bring Petrarca in my team right now, and it's actually, if I have Rochelle in, you'd have a similar team to me forward line rise, wouldn't you? I think so.
Yeah. At the moment, my current forward line is sitting Sheasel, Flanders, Rochelle, Track, Mateus.
Right.
Philippou.
Yeah. So if I put Track, if it ever loads, and this might be just my final trade, my one and only trade is
And keep Devrob.
yeah, but I think Petrarca and Rochelle share the same buy as Sheasel, I'm pretty sure as well. I don't know if I'm right in saying that. Yeah, I'm right in saying that. So I guess you can probably pick Petrarca and Rochelle, but I guess the forward upgrade. So Rochelle is probably a bargain at 450k because it'll allow you
That's
to
what I mean.
it'll allow you to get a cheap one in, and get points on field, and then you can focus on getting track in the next couple of weeks or two, and then upgrade elsewhere. Because those ones are around top six, so that's probably who you're wanting, unless you want, well, Rankin's the same buy. So yeah, so Rochelle is probably the pick, to be honest. I join on the
And what are
Rochelle
you
thing.
doing with your team?
I'm probably only going to do Anderson to Petrarca. Probably. Um, I mean, I could go a Watkins down to Edwards, who I like, and we can probably chat about it. But we could do that, and then go Watkins to Edwards, and then Holmes to um, Anderson. So forgetting about Petrarca, but
Yeah.
that kind of mucks up the forward line. I feel like to gain points, Marshall and Philippou are shit. I feel like a forward trade in is probably the best one this week. Do you agree?
100%. I'm in the agreement of that. It's around that time where you need to worry about who your lowest scoring player on field is.
Yeah.
And if that's Todd Marshall playing full forward, I don't think it's going to be very good, because then you're going to be constantly copying that 48, 50 every week from that spot. And there's always only about 20, 30 points in it every week anyway. So
Well, we
that
didn't
really
even.
hurts.
We've spoke about this at length individually, but this Houston pick is a disaster.
Yeah.
But you've got Farrow, you've got Lindsay, you've got Grill, you've got Blamares, but however you spell his name or pronounce his name.
Which
But
are all players you want on field.
that's what I mean. So having that additional forward, it's going to be working out points to be better. I just don't think trading Houston for a boost is the play this week. I think that's my answer. I want to save my. I can't even remember how many boosts I've got left. I think I've got 3 remaining. How many have you got?
2.
You've got 2 remaining.
I have 2 left.
Jesus, Mike.
Not including this week. Sorry, 3.
Oh, okay. So you're not. I do know people that have used 2 boosts. 3 boosts. Sorry. So 3. Yeah.
Right.
Leave using the 3 before last week. So that's like catastrophe. But yeah,
I've got
I
30
think
trades left.
keep it simple. Do you mind keeping it simple this week? There's not many downgrade options, so.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a bit more options than you. I might jump onto my team and show you what I'm thinking. Just because I've got a bit of money left in the bank that I've had for a while, which has been good, but it's also been annoying because it should be on field getting me some making me more points. So this week I went 2109. Gone from last time we were jumping on a pod, I was around rank 30 or 20k, and I went out to 55. So it turns out my strategy, my buy strategy of not having a buy strategy is not actually a strategy. And it just doesn't work. It just didn't work. I think I scored in like the bottom, like one of the lowest 2 rounds in the last 2 buys, and it just fucking killed me. I was going through it before. But I think the team's sitting in a good spot now, so hopefully we can just slowly make up some ground if some of my players kick on. I'll show you here in the history. Yeah, I went a 1905 and then a 1940. No, sorry, 1981 and then a 1706. And that really hurt. Went from 15 to 26 to 57.
Gee whiz.
So that hurt. I tanked 2 rounds, but we slowly make back some ground now. So this week was all right. Was a bit shattered that Ash and Whitfield only tonned up and didn't go massive, the both of them.
How does Ash
Yeah,
keep
what can
getting
you do?
How does Ash keep doing this? He's he's like nowhere, and then he just surges 20 points in 2 minutes or five, not 2 minutes, but 5 minutes, and then because I'm looking at him going, "Fuck, Whitfield's not doing better than Ash. This should be, this makes me happy." And then Ash
Mhm.
beats him every time.
He's still at 35.
He did. I was
Yeah,
still,
Ash had 35 disposals and 932 meters gained, 8 contested disposals. So actually sounds like it might be a little bit of an underscored game. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. I was probably just too obsessed with Callahan, who I traded in. But he didn't take many
Yeah.
kick-ins, did he? What was kick-in ratio for Ash versus Whitfield?
He doesn't take in much
No,
kick ins, but it was a
that's what.
50-50 split.
Yeah. Okay, so that's all right. You take that. Just
Yeah.
talking about meters
You
gained, just
do.
very quickly. Dan Houston
Mhm.
had 100 meters gained. 100 meters
Yeah.
gained.
He just doesn't have the role. He doesn't have the designated kicker role which he needs. That's his only position he can play is designated kicker, and he's not playing it. I feel like he's so one-dimensional as a player. It's ridiculous.
Are you trading him?
So let me have a rant about Houston real quick. I'm going to hold him, but I've never seen a player go, look, there's a player out there on the wing by himself. If I kick it to him, we'd probably have the whole wing open. And then he goes, and he gets rock solid because he goes, holy shit, there's a Collingwood player in between 5 fucking blokes over there. If I can hit him, that would be legendary. And he just tries to fucking hit the cunt. A 60-meter kick to hit the fucking eyes out of it. And it just shit every time. Every time he comes out of the back. Every time he kicks it in. What the fuck are you doing, Dan? Just fucking hit a target. I don't think I've ever seen such a fucking woeful performance in the last 2 games. Every time he gets the footy, he looks scared with the football, and he doesn't never hits a target. They're playing him in like a high half backer who's in the center, in the forward, not center, in the fucking center square. Like, what are you doing, mate? What's he
He
doing in there? Like, we're not crossing it in. Collingwood's playing such a slow, insufferable, choking game, and he's just sitting in the fucking center of the ground waiting for that switch kick. What the fuck?
Collingwood's been sold a lemon, and then we've been sold a lemon as well in Supercoach. He's
Oh my
putrid.
god, I just don't. I also think that Collingwood's game style at the moment is just the most insufferable, slow, suffocating. Like, and that doesn't suit Houston or halfbackers. And like Josh Dacos gets the ball and gets like 35 disposals and does fucking nothing with it. So what'd you do this game, Josh, besides get the ball and just fucking kick it?
We're
Anyway,
fucked, mate. We're fucked. We're fucked.
so Dan Houston, he will stay in my team just purely from the fact of I just can't be bothered trading out another playing player when we're getting an injury every week. But if Dan wasn't injured, if Noah wasn't injured this week, Dan, you're fucking done, mate. You're fucking dead, mate.
Bye bye.
But anyway, my stallion of the week this week wasn't many. Was okay. Here we go. Stallion of the week, Willem Dersma, who was on the bench. So I have Willem Dersma 105 on the bench. Probably would have been a pretty good week if I had him on field, but I had to loop him for Farrow, who was on the bench, because Farrow and Blamirez were playing at the same time, and I had to pick one and put the emergency on the other. And Farrow just had to go 102 on the bench. Like, it's a joke, really.
There's
Um,
you couldn't have controlled that. I guess you only lost 20 points. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, it's not the worst, is it?
yeah, it's not the worst, but 20 points is 20 points. Gives me a 130 something.
Yeah, that's true.
130. It goes up,
Yeah,
bang, take that.
sitting at not
But
sitting at
yeah,
55.
yeah. What can you do? Spud of the week. It has to go to Dan, doesn't it? It's got to go to Dan. And another one, here we
Definitely.
go. Lindsay on the bench with an 80. That's a fucking kick in the teeth.
Oh,
Anyway, trades this week. I've got 236K in the bank. So I'm thinking of just going for just a classic. Let's get Noah out of here. Robertson gives me about a milli. And I'm thinking I go to. Well, this is what I was originally planning, and you can tell me if it's okay. Uh, just Rochelle and just going for those two. And then it makes my team kind of look pretty balanced in the way of get you off of there,
How much K you
get
got?
Todd Marshall out of here. In the bank,
Yeah.
I have 6,000 buckaroos left. God, let me press optimize again. Why is it doing the weird optimize where it doesn't give you what you want? Oh, no. No, I want Lindsay on.
How
But
crazy?
anyway,
How crazy's gone? Projected 180 something.
there's no fucking way he goes 180.
Hilarious.
But that's the kind of team that I'm thinking of rolling through. I mean, my worst player on field would have to be Cook or Philippou going with this structure. What are your thoughts, Will? Tell me what you think about it.
I don't think it's bad. I mean, Rochelle. So you've turned. What did you do with Anderson? So you traded Anderson.
Anderson and Robinson into Petrarca and Rochelle.
Oh, sorry, I couldn't say the Petrarca thing. So I think that those are two. This is what I mean. I think Petrarca and Rochelle is probably a good combination to have, and then you probably don't have to upgrade your forward line for until the bye rounds are over, and then maybe you look at a Took whose break even's quite high anyway.
Yeah. And
I
I
think
mean,
it's good.
I don't think you want to be bringing in midfielders right now just because you've got the likes of Rao, who
Yeah,
is sitting on a 220 break even. You've got
Clug.
Hugh McCluggage, who's sitting on a 282 break even. So there's two trade-ins for us. Um, so, and we've got such great players in the midfield still, and like Bruin, Dersma. So bringing in another midfielder now is just going to like limit you, don't you think?
Yeah, I think so. I think I have been toying with Max. There is I think a real underpriced promo like in Max Holmes. Like he can just do whether he's in the back or the middle, he just punching out great scores. I think him and Heaney are going to be the ones that get away, but there's too
Mm-hmm.
much value. I mean, Clug can turn it on and be a top eight. It's trying to find out if
Mm-hmm.
is it worth overpaying. That's what I mean. If you can try and get a track in there and get a rookie that scores pretty decent in the midfield versus the forward, getting those forwards
Mm-hmm.
will be probably the play. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm really keen on
I mean, I've
Petrarca this
already
week.
overpaid. In the last 2 weeks, I brought in two 700k players. So
Well, that's what I mean. Well, and that, but that's you've made your bed. You have to start targeting value anyway. So, yeah, I think track. I think I'm actually really happy that we can get track back because he was just going nuke mode and he just needed a little breather. I mean, are you injured? Are you sorry, not injured? Are you scared of the risk of injury? I'm not, but are you?
I am. I am a little bit scared. And I was talking about you midweek,
Yeah.
how I was kind of scared about. 1 second, let me fix this for you. I was kind of scared about him getting like rested or managed or anything like that. So I'm a little bit scared of that stuff, but I feel like everyone's bringing him in this week, and if everyone wasn't bringing him in, I would have been happy to let it wait a week and go for a different type of player, like a Cozzy Pickett or a Robertson. I'm not Robertson, Roberts. I really like Archie Roberts in the back line. I think he's going to be such a great pick, and I think I was telling you that I think that he's going to probably be that kind of Ash comparison to last year, where he kind of just keeps doing this thing, and the people who got him at the start are fucking stoked because they got him, and everyone else is just like, oh, I'm not going to pay 600K for Archie Roberts. You know what I mean? But he's still cooking.
Yeah, I think it. Well, I remember um, I remember bringing Roberts onto this podcast the first couple of rounds, and you said he was a disgrace of a pick. Do you remember that? You didn't trust Roberts whatsoever.
I didn't trust him because the tog that he was getting, he got 50% tog
Yeah,
in the
I
first
don't know
game.
what was happening there. Last year, his back end of his last 6 rounds, quite promising, very promising.
I think,
Um, whether
and
he's
if you
top
look at
six
his
or
heat
not,
map as well,
I don't think he's top six though.
I, even if he's not top six, um, I think he's still going to get to over 600K, and then you can decide what to do with him. Like I don't think he's ever going to stop doing what he's doing right now. Like have a look at this shit. 1 second.
And it's now or never this
They
week.
just they just do this kick mark, kick the beat, kick the kick in the back line, and they're all just racking up disposals back here. Here's another heat map of his, and then I can compare this directly with this one over here. Basically the same thing. And this is Farrow. They're just kick back in like this game style that they're doing, and I reckon they're going to keep doing it because it worked against Melbourne, and they're sick and tired of losing the ball throughout the field and having to go chase and just getting tired. So they're just playing this slow build up, kick to kick kind of thing. At least they got the ball on their terms
Yeah,
in the back line. So I actually kind of really like both those Essendon backline players.
yeah. And I, I was looking at Ridley, but
Mm-hmm.
he's just Roberts is just so much secure for another 100K, isn't he? Like he's
Yeah.
got hasn't got that injury risk. Plus he's I haven't got the numbers in front of me, but I would assume that he gets a lot of what do you call it when they hit there's a stat for it, but the teammates handball to the player. Like he's getting a lot of
Handball
handball
receive.
receives. Yeah, he would be getting
Yeah.
plenty of them. Archie Roberts. So he's the man. I just don't like that he plays for Essendon. And maybe that's clouding
Yeah.
my judgment, to be honest. But plus, I
Yeah.
could have got.
Well, the
I
last
got
2 weeks, 5 kick-ins, 4 kick-ins.
Yeah. I chose because I spoke to you when he was dominating whether I should have gone Roberts or McKercher. I don't think I could have even afforded Roberts. So I guess if he was near my sort of grabbing, maybe I would have looked because he's done pretty good. He's had I think he's tonned in the last 3 or 4 games.
Yeah, he has. I'll get it right here for
Now,
you.
what I was looking at as well, does Mason Redman affect him?
Yeah, when's he come back? Because that's such
I
a
think
great
two
call.
2 to 3 weeks. I'll get the
Yeah,
injury.
and he would definitely take some of the kick-ins off him.
Yep.
But yeah, let's have a look at this. Archie Roberts, since round 23 we can even go back to round 21 in 2025. He's gone 81, 80, 98, 100, 94, and then a 97. Then he had the low tog, 53, and then 102, 101, 100, a 136, a 145. Shit the bed.
And to just provide you info regarding Redmond, 3 to 4 weeks, they're saying. So he could easily make his cash in the next 3 or 4 weeks, and whether if he's a shit pick or not, at least he made money on it. I mean, I think it's a good play. It's just, I feel like there's so many defenders right now that are rookie ones that are providing good numbers, so you don't really need a defender, but mate, he's looked alright. Collingwood, he's going to feast.
Let's just
We
say,
know that.
actually, he doesn't actually make that much cash if he just goes hundreds.
I think he'd more.
Let's just say he goes one. Does this even work, this fucking app? I don't even think it
No,
does.
I don't think it does. I've told you this before. I don't know what they've done,
Yeah.
but they don't. I think, but when you look at his next three, right? If you go to his next three,
Mm-hmm.
he's got Gold Coast, which are actually pretty leaky at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Collingwood is easily they're like the Saints of last year. They are. You've got
The most leaky.
Luke Ryan going 130 odd, 80 something
Yeah.
at half time. um, and then the
Mate,
run gets a
I think
little
the
bit harder.
Pies game style is the most. Yeah.
I don't know.
You're right, but he did it. He did it against Bulldogs, and he's doing it
Yep.
against Melbourne. He did it against North, and North aren't the easiest team this year. Like North aren't North of
Yep.
last year.
Yep.
Um,
It's
Even if
probably
you
a
look at
pick.
like the fixture ticker now with North, it says that North is like a hard matchup for most of the people.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Yeah.
So
I would
yeah,
say
that's
yes.
enough
I
about
would
the
say
pick.
yes. Yeah. Pick him if
I'd
you
say
want.
yes as well, but you would have to be taking out Dan Houston because I wouldn't be running one rookie defender.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're so
That's shit.
good.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on? And we spoke about it briefly at the very start, but what are we thinking about chasing points with Isaac Heaney? Like he just looks like the best midfielder in the league, doesn't he?
I just can't do it. But I just can't do it. He's 636. There's too much. Like if it's between Holmes and Teeny, um, he looks amazing, mate. He looks amazing. You know, I was looking at this. So the Optus Stadium game, I'm pretty sure it got taken off 15 minutes or 20 minutes ago. The West Coast game to just rest him. So
Wow.
this could have been a 200. I'm pretty sure.
So it could have been
I didn't
two
watch the game.
200s in a row.
And the 98.
And then he's got GWS next.
Yeah. The 98 was a hamstring game, so he got benched in the court. I think he's a great option, and he's got a great buy. These Sydney players actually have a really good buy. But talking about it before in regards to trying to balance your team, I don't think I can go there anyway. But fuck, he looks amazing. He looks like the Heaney of 2 years ago. Like,
Yeah. And he's just
come on.
putting the team on his back right now and just
Yeah.
going, jump on, guys, let's go.
I wonder what he's paying for the Brownlow. Surely he's a chance. Surely. Surely.
Just wait, you lag down a little bit. Say again.
Surely he's a chance for the Brownlow.
100%. I reckon he would be close to leading the Brown, though, at the moment. Because what? Track had 2 good games, and then his hammy. Dacos had 1 good game, then injured.
Yep.
Um,
Bond.
Bont had 2 good games. So it'd be pretty even right now between Track, Bont, and Heaney.
Wish I could get him. And this would be such a good pod. How many teams is he in?
Heaney is in 4% of teams.
Jeez. Oh, that hurts. He was 600. He was 600k last week.
You know, it's funny. We were going to start him. All of it, like me and you were going, it's Isaac
Yeah,
time. He's going to cream
it
here.
is.
These mids are going to go crazy. I said at the start of the season, I was like, don't worry about Errol, guys. Go Heaney. Everyone go Heaney. And then I didn't even take my own advice. I went for Noah Anderson. Yeah. So, and we wouldn't have had him either anyway. He did his hammy, so we would have traded him out that week. And probably not got him back. So it's impossible to say.
I would have kept him. I would have kept him for his 196. Captained him. Would have been ranked 200.
This is what Will does. Will goes like this. Will go do all these trades, send me like all these options, and then Heaney will go play well, and he'll go, fuck, I was so close to picking Heaney.
I was.
They weren't in any of your options.
It was. Doesn't matter, mate. He scored the 196. It's over. I can't afford him anymore. There's no use thinking about him.
You know who else you missed? You missed
Yep.
Grundy.
Yes. Yes, I did. Don't rub it in.
Sheesh. I said he was going to be good, but Gorn will be better.
Damn.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny this season? I think that Rucks are doing better than they've ever done before.
Yep. How were we wrong? You know, how wrong were we? I mean,
so far wrong.
It's incredible that we just trusted Tim English to save our day when we should have just paid up for the rucks once again. Like, it always happens where you think you're going to be fancy, where you just go, just trust that Max Gawn gunt, all right? Just trust him. And Grundy, just trust him.
I know, right? Just put him in there and just fucking forget about it. Just put him in there and don't worry about it. This is how much money we have now.
Like, you've got Tristan Cherry. What was he doing? Hair vacuum steaks on his days off? Vacuum sealing?
Mate. I'll talking to Will, I was scrolling on TikTok, just random, and I saw this random dude just sucking the air out of steak snaplock bags, like snaplock bags trying to vacuum seal them, just sucking steak juice out. I was like, what the fuck is that? So then I swiped past, and then I was listening to DDF, and then I hear that it was Tristan Cherry.
This is who we traded in.
I could not fucking believe it.
That's a joke. Just quickly, just one more option I think that we didn't cover, but I think he is a definite chance of a top six. It's a Jack Zabel clone. It is Luke the One Parker, who Michael actually traded away for Miles Bergman in his keepers league. Like, Jesus Christ. I know my Connor Rosita Baz trade was bad.
How are you meant to know that?
I know.
How are you even meant to know that Parker gets that role?
Did you watch any of the game, Michael, of this one? When they versed Brisbane, sorry?
No, I'll be honest, I've been working every day.
Yeah.
So
sorry.
I just haven't.
Sorry, I'll step in for you because I'm an addict. But I was watching. He took 7, I'm pretty sure, intercept marks in the third quarter. So he was doing like 40s or something, like just like cruising, and then he just was like the top scorer. So I think he took 7 intercept marks in that third quarter. But
Jesus Christ,
he doesn't have that many kick-ins. I don't think.
Doesn't need him.
I reckon he's a trade-in next week.
Doesn't need him.
I'd like him next week. But there's too many...
You know what? Go.
Sorry, no, you go. I wasn't speaking.
This is the exact, like, archetype of player that I like to target in SuperCoach.
Yeah.
An injury-prone old person who's got, like, a good role and is scoring well. Because nobody will trade them in because they're so scared that they'll get injured once they trade them in. And you can just keep on pumping them. Like, you had it with Yo.
Who's a mid-forward now.
When I got Zorko back in the day. Yep. I got Zorko back in it, like, when he first had that peak. It's the same thing. Nobody got him in because he was so old. Oh, Zorko's going to get injured. How long did it take him to get injured? It's been 2 years. Finally got injured.
How many kick-ins does it say he's had? Because I can't see it on your screen.
3.
Jesus Christ. And he's pumping out a 130. Jeez. I want him. I'm just putting it out there, viewers. I want him. I don't care how old he is and if he's going to do a hammy.
5 intercept marks.
5. I think it all happened in the third.
He gets there.
5 score involvements.
God, that's a good heat map. Look at that thing.
Jesus. Calm down, Luke. Calm down, mates.
Will's gone.
Oh, fuck. Gee whiz. I don't know what the hell is happening. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're back.
Oh, I was having such a good time looking at that heat map, and now it's just fucking pissing me off. I'm getting a new MacBook. I really am. It's just a
It's
joke.
it's okay, it's okay. But look at this heat map though. It's actually fucking insane. Yeah, yeah. You know what? While we're here and while we're looking at it, look at this as well.
Pies
Just a pig,
2027.
isn't he?
Do you pick him at 520k or 510k? What he's priced at versus Melbourne this week and should tear them to shreds.
He's one of those players where you've got to really have some cojones to pick him because it could pay off or it couldn't pay off. But if you do pick him and it does pay off, fuck, it'll be glorious.
He was right there, 470k or something. He was, yeah, he was a bargain 3 weeks ago, and now it's you're just trying to pick if he's consistent enough. But I think he's improved this year and he's added a few layers to his game. And I can't wait till he's in Pies colours next year. Just pointing it out there.
There's no fucking way the Pies get him.
Look at just we'll end it soon, but just look at Colby McKercher. 9 out of 9 kick-ins. Is that 64%? I don't know what that relates to, but he had about 20 clangers this game. The butcher, pig ant, piss ant,
No, how many clangers did he have? 5 clangers.
all at crucial moments. All at crucial moments, and from kick-ins, a couple of them. But the role's there, but better people out there. I'd go.
I feel like he's still a good trade in.
He is, but if you're picking Roberts versus McKercher, you'd pick Roberts for an extra 40k or so. Wouldn't you? I would.
Yeah.
I would.
Yeah. Also can't fit him in my team at the moment, honestly.
No, I'm regretting having that Houston and McKercher combination, but I just knew that Houston is just the biggest trap of 2026. More of a trap than Anderson.
Can you, before we finish, can you, for me, rank the trade-ins this week? Because I know there's a lot of people trying to do a lot of things. So what are your trade-ins? Do you have Nas high on your list? Do you have Heaney high on your list? Rochelle? Like what from top to bottom, if you don't have any players, who are you getting in this week?
Rochelle is a cheap forward option, so if you need one, you could go there or look at Rankin, who I think's all right.
No, go from like your number 1 to 10. So like
Number
if you
one,
don't
number
have
one, I think is
Milan Murdoch, get him in.
but number one is Murdoch. But if you don't have him, you're a bunch of idiots. You should have got him the first week, like everyone else. I can't believe they've got off so lucky. It's just a joke. If he is easily number one, and if you don't have a rookie, because all the other rookies, I put them right at the bottom. I'd put them right at the bottom. They'd be at the bottom of the food chain, not getting
Same.
any food.
Mhm.
Even Angry Anderson, like, you're not getting any food this week, mate. Trust me. There's 314 people in the top 1% that still don't have Murdoch. We don't have a hope. We do not have a hope. We are stuffed. We are stuffed. Kiss away.
Who's number 2? Who's number 2?
Number 2. I would put Track in there. He's pretty good value.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be opposed to putting Keeney up there. I just don't think anyone can really do it with the structure of their teams.
Mhm.
So I went Murdoch 1, Track 2, Heaney probably 3rd, but then if you need a budget option, the Rankin or Rochelle option could be a goer. Nas is the one that I'm a bit confused about. I think Nas is a great option, but he got like 5 or 6 frees. 4, scored a 136, and one of the frees were for a goal, so his points got indexed a lot. Is he top 6? That's my question. He's cheap enough.
I think he is. I think this is probably the lowest you get him.
I like
He
it.
doesn't have many tag games coming up.
No.
He's got Adelaide. I don't think they're going to tag him. Then West Coast, then Carlton. Like that's pretty good. That's a pretty good run there. And then Gold Coast and Richmond. Could go nuts, honestly.
Yeah. I
In
like
my
it.
rankings, I have him just behind Track.
So what are your rankings? Similar to me,
I'd have
but just
Murdoch
Nas.
get Murdoch in,
Yep.
Track get Track in,
Yep.
and then Nas. Nas and Track I could put 1 and 2. And then straight after that, I have either Rochelle or Rankin. Then I'll have,
Heaney.
sorry, yeah, Rochelle or Rankin. And then I'd have like Farrow in there because he's a
Yeah.
bit inflated, but if you don't have him, I would still get him in there.
Sorry, I forgot Farrow was even on there.
And then, yeah, and then maybe Heaney at the very bottom. Like, I don't think if he's a must get in, but you're pissing away trades, but it could work in the short term, but hurt in the long term.
Well, this matchup's not the easiest anyway, so it's probably wise to fade him. I think I'm just jealous that, I don't have a blonde head larrikin just jumping for everything and getting your 150s every week. But your reasoning sounds right. It's a bit too much. 636, you just got to pay for value now. I think everyone would have paid for Gorn or a Bont or both. All these options in front of us, you pick the cheapest or sort of the most discounted one. I like Nas this week. I just don't know if it's really worth boosting out of Houston for that. And then I had have to figure out no track. So I just want to keep it simple. But I think Nas could easily get a 130. Like Nas and Bailey, for example,
Yeah. And for anyone,
that'd be a good combo.
yeah, that would be. And for anyone thinking like that they need to get these players in and chase points, like we'll be here next week talking about the same thing about different players who went 200. Like there'll be a different player who's gone 168 or something, and then we go look at their juicy run coming up, and we'll all be like, "Oh my god, how do we get this guy?"
I would have picked him as well. I would have picked him.
Shut up, cunt. Watch this. I bet you will say he'll send me a message of whoever goes nuts. Oh, I was so close to picking him. And for example, for everyone this week, that we all heard Will's ranking just then. So if it's none of those players, don't worry about it.
Yeah. Well, where's Holmes on that list, by the way?
Do you even have Finn Callahan in that list?
Well, as in, Finn's already in my team.
I know, but it's not just your team. We're talking about everyone else's team.
Because we're in that list that wasn't played. Callahan wasn't there. I still don't think you should trade him in the Sydney game, where he's potentially going to get tagged, I think, by Jordan. But Jordan can't keep up with him. Jordan's a little pansy, where Finn Callahan's how tall is Callahan? He's massive, mate.
He's a big boy.
He's massive.
He's a big boy.
I couldn't believe it. He can't kick a footy, though. He literally can't kick a football.
Yeah, I'm a bit jealous that you've got Callahan in your team.
Don't worry, mate. He's gonna score a 70, and then we're gonna come to the pod, and I'm gonna be absolutely abusing him.
All right, is that it for this week?
I think so. Just quickly, captains. We don't have to go thoroughly through it, but I think what I'll do is Sheasel and Gorn, maybe. I don't know if Nick will dominate. He looked pretty underdone last week.
I'm going to VC Nick against Carlton.
No Bont.
And then I'm going to go... Nah, not Bont this week.
Why did you get Bont?
Nick against Carlton.
Why did you get Bont? If you're not VCing him, why did you get him?
I don't need to have to VC him every week.
Yeah, you do. It's Bont, man. It's Bont. Look at his scores. You're going to go up to him. Mark O'Connor's out this week.
What's that?
Mark O'Connor is out. I think it'd be a good Bont game.
I don't think it'll be a good Bont game.
Yep. All right.
I'm going to VC Nick, so good luck, everybody. VC Nick into C Gorn. You have to go C Gorn. I mean,
have to. With the one,
you have to. You can't just
with a 180 projection, and they're mostly accurate. So you're losing on it. You're losing on it. You know how shonky these projections are because they're gone? That's terrible.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for watching. Thanks for listening. We'll see you guys next week. So yeah.
There, guys.